the short and wild shag. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Thank you for being here. So on today's video, what we're doing is going to be doing a big trend for 2024, which is a short and wild shag. Here is the wild model at the minute. You can see there's curly hair in here, but it's all frazzled that little bit on the ends. So we're going to be lifting it up. We're going to be putting a bit of a fringe in there. I'm just going to lift it, diffuse it, to get it nice and tight but looking like really shaggy. A maintenance haircut, but something that you guys have also wanted to know. You've wanted to see how to create the looks that we do, the shags, the wolf cuts, the butterfly cuts and everything. This is going to be a shag, but we're going to do it on curly hair so you can see exactly how it looks. I'm going to cut it. We're then going to diffuse it so you can really see the final result. The inspiration I'm going for is this. This is what we're going to go for. I was searching trends earlier today. I've literally just got off a flight from the Netherlands working away, and I'm back in the studio straight away to bring you a brand new video. This inspiration here is what I come up with when I was looking on the runway when the plane was delayed. We're going to do it on this mannequin. So I'm going to get her ready and we'll draw me back with a haircut. So we're going to wet her down first. If you've watched my videos before, this is how I treat all my clients. Right, there she is, all shampooed, conditioned, treated. After this video, I'm going to be doing a salon series. So the salon series is going to be all of the latest trending haircuts cut in a salon way. So section by section, blow dried, styled. We're going to do a salon series. This has been a ponytail series, being able to show people how to really understand where you take hair, cut it, it falls, it creates a look. And then we're going to do the salon series, which is going to polish them all off so you can see exactly what we want to achieve on the salon floor. We want a little bit of a shorter fringe through here. We want to be able to lift this up here and then lift this length. So we can do this in 3 sections, and I think I'm going to do a hidden ponytail for you because it's going to be an easy way to be able to customize this front. So we're going to grab a central parting straight through there. Easiest way to get a central parting is aim for the nose, unless the nose is like, you know, what's his name off Home Alone, or both of them when they get hit by a tall chest. And then we're going to follow that straight through. This mannequin has actually got a real sort of like decline to her head. Like you can see the real high point on this one, and it drops quite far down at the front. So there's our middle parting, and then we want to come from that high point in the head. I can already see it. Normally, to check it, you could put your comb on there and find it, but this is very, very visual because this mannequin has got a really funny shaped head. No offense. So we're just going to split this and split this like that, half and half. And I do apologise if I'm wearing a black top with black hair. I will be moving out of the way so you can see absolutely everything that I do. What I want to be able to achieve is layer and length removal. I'm going to put the layers in first, and then once I take the ponytails out, I'm going to refine the perimeter. That is what I'm going to do. I've got a bit of a cold on the flight as well, I think. So we want to be able to create layers. So when we're creating layers, anything above 90 degrees is classed as a layer. Come on, this one is a fussy one. She doesn't keep her head on the spike. So all we're going to do is grab all of that back section, bring it up as tight as we can. The hair is curly. Jeez, stay still. And bring it right up. And the reason I'm saying we want to squeeze this as much as possible, because I do want to go short with it. I do want to create that really short and wild shag. And be able to take those layers shorter with curly hair. I want to really stretch that hair short so it's straight, and then when we cut it and it curls, it'll be shorter. Like when you do a bad fringe. And the bobbling on the high point of the head. I want to really get this quite tight. Just little to no bagging here. Yeah, and if I look tired, I've just got off the flight, as I said. There we go. I feel tired. Look at that. It stays up by itself because it's so tight. Now, the hidden ponytail. So we need 2 bobbles for this. And we want to, don't worry, I will show you what I'm going to do. But I want to, basically, when we're finding a fringe, don't talk about that. She's okay. We want to find the flat point of the head. And then where the comb comes off of the head there, that is where we're going to come back to. So we're going to come right back to there, and I'm going to take it to brow and then to brow. That's quite a nice natural sort of shape through there, and it just drops and kisses around about there. So it's just a nice area to finish. So again, there to brow, making sure they're nice and equal. Let's get that little bit of hair there. That's a little bit too wide. Now it's not wide enough, Paul. There we go. So we've just got a nice triangle. I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you. We've got a nice triangle on the front there. There to corner of the brow, there to corner of the brow. And that's going to be our hidden ponytail. The reason I do the hidden ponytails is because it basically puts in a section that I would do in the salon. But when we do ponytails and explore these sorts of things, it's if you just do one ponytail and cut it, you've got layers. Whereas we want to be getting these shorter pieces around here. So what I want to do is gather all this hair here, put it in a nice little pony. My little pony. So there is the hidden ponytail. And then what we do with this one, where's that bubble? Here. We take these two sides and we elevate over the top of that hidden ponytail. Did I tell you there's a hidden ponytail? Bring that up into it so we can hide it. And then I'm going to explain why we do this properly. You can just basically think of it as a section. For all you young budding hairdressers out there, this is a section basically. So the hidden ponytail is all about creating another section so we can create the shortness through here. Because in salon, what we would do is to get this length, what we want to work around here, we'd be taking all these pieces up, we could be cutting it straight out to maintain some weight, removing length. We could be really elevating like so and really softening off, or we could take it down and we could be below 90 degrees to create graduation and a heavier weight point. Today, we're going to come straight out from the head and cut it. And then when that falls, that's what's going to create all of that shape through here. But when we want to put in shorter pieces through here, you would then have to pre-section again, which is what we would do in salon, but I've already put it in there for you. So when we pull the top ponytail out, that ponytail will still be there, be in a section, and it would already have been cut because it's in with this. So we cut it, we take off some length off that little ponytail under there, which blends, but then this all falls down, that ponytail's there, we can take it shorter, create a fringe. Genius. And then this one, we're simply going to elevate and we're going to cut off. I'm going to cut nice and blunt lines today because it's curly, we're going to get a lot of diffusion anyway. So I'm going to cut it, I will soften a little bit, and then we're going to put the fringe in, diffuse it all. First of all, take the length off, diffuse it all, and I'll bring the finished result. So this is the bit you've all skipped for. You've all skipped through the intro, or the ones that haven't have just started to complain that I talk too much, but I have to get my point across. The reason I'm doing this. Straight out from the head, we're going to look, but we have to think about the length. Now, this is the reason people hate, well, some people hate my videos, because I explain or I talk too much. I have to, because you've got to understand the hair from there to here is going to be a lot longer than the hair from here to here, because it's elevated and over directed up to the middle. Now that is the reason why you get the shape. So if we look at where all of that is and where that is, so that and that is going to be the length. So we're going to maintain quite a bit of length. But if we take that to, I don't want to go forehead, do I? Do I want to go forehead? No. I'm going to go, that's not much coming off, is it? You want to see something more drastic than that, don't you? So let's go forehead. Let's do a short and wild shag, shall we? So there we go. We're going to bring it out, and I'm just going to, I love the sound of this, cut that off square like so. And then I'm just going to point cut. I'm not going in deep today because this mannequin's quite sparse. So for finer hair or thin hair, you don't want to go too deep in with point cutting because you'll take away too much weight from the perimeter. You want to keep it nice and full. There we go. So there's that length there. Cut to the forehead. This one, we've got to think about where we want the shortest layers to be. The shortest layers here to here are going to be quite short. So I'm going to go there, because the length on top of the head to there, they'll probably sit around about here. Give it a little bit of lift and curl. It's going to go tighter, which is why I wanted to stretch this curl straight like that. We're just point cutting in those very ends just to take off any sort of hard line, because we're doing ponytails. If we were doing section by section, we could probably cut each section point cut. We could cut it blunt cut, and then once we've diffused it, we could soften off. I was trying to make this really simple for you. So let's take that out first and give it a little shake, shall we? No, we won't. We'll save the shake for later. And then we're going to pull this one out, just so you can see where it's going to sit. Oh, it looks short and wild shag, doesn't it? So look, that's where we get the length and the shape around the face, like so. This layer here is going to blend in with that back layer, but you obviously want to be taking off some length. So what we will do is I'm just going to comb it down just to get everything like so. Remove any lines, section lines that are in the hair. So what we've got is it goes shorter to longer. I want to take off these straggly ends, so this hair isn't that dense. So I'm just going to go in, use my comb as the ruler, and then point cut, just taking that off, and understanding when this curls up, we're probably going to lose an inch. And again, I'll show you here, like that. If the hair was really thick, I would section by section. But again, this is just ponytail. In the salon version, we will be doing section by section. And I'm understanding when that curls up, that is what we're going to be left with, but a little bit shorter. So you can see how much that's popped up compared to where that's sitting. And again, I'm not working A-line today. I'm actually following all around the head. Reason for, I want a bit of a squarer shape rather than an A-line shape. So A-line would be longer at the front than the back, but when you wear it all to the back, it looks one length. That's the reason behind it. And look, what I want to probably do, just getting rid of these straggly bits. Once it is dry and I see the shape appearing, I can already see it. I'm probably will just refine this length that little bit. There we go. There is a short and wild shag. But we've still got this ponytail, haven't we? So we want to be putting a fringe in. So I want to pull this down to, I'm going to go middle of the forehead. I'm going to go very brave, because I know that hair is pushed up there. I've got an inch there. So I know the inch, if I take it to the middle of the forehead, I know I've got an extra inch because where the section is. So it's going to drop around about here. And then because the hair here is pulled into the middle, the edges are going to be longer. Science. Middle of the forehead. Look at that. And then what we want to do, I'm just wanting to open all of that up, just so we haven't got too hard of a line. Ready? Oh, yes. Let's give it a little shake, shall we? Wet it down a little bit more because it was in that ponytail for just a bit longer. Let's get some product in, shall we? But just so you can see, oh, there we go, there we go, there we go. There she is. But how easy is that? If you understand hair cutting and you're a young hairdresser and you're thinking, oh, I know forward graduation. This is forward graduation. Elevated, over directed, cut off. We can create shag haircuts. The short and wild shag, one of the biggest trends for 2024. So we've actually got Hydrate Detangler, the new Inner Joy. Because this head is curly, it's very dry. You've seen at the beginning how how sort of sparse it was, but this is going to look absolutely fantastic. And then what we'll do, we'll get some Joyful, 2 pumps of that. This will add a bit more density to the hair, a bit thicker, a bit of joyfulness. And we're just going to encourage curl a bit more, but I know I'm standing in the way. But here we go. Beautiful. Short and wild shag. The hair trends over the past sort of like 5 years have been very, very simple to create. There's some new trends coming, which is what I'm going to be doing the salon series, to bring you some banging salon creative work. And when I mean creative, I mean objectively, subjectively, opinionly. Hairdryer, diffuser, slow heat. That's what we want. That's what we're thinking. Here she is, the short and wild shag. So for the hairdressers that are interested in how to create this in a salon, like I said again, I will be doing a salon series which will take you break it down right down into salon floor techniques. But to help you along, it's basically forward graduation, over direction, elevation. Elevating to take put the layers in, elevating to create softness. So we've got all of this sort of soft layering texture and everything that's all through here. It's beautiful. We took off obviously some of the length, you've seen that. And then the front piece, again, you would section from where the head sort of flattens off at the front, from that point to the corner of the brow, and then that would be, you could pull it out like that straight and cut it all over directed into the middle. So you end up with these longer pieces here and shorter in the middle. So shorter here, longer towards the sides. That would be a separate section. So you would do your forward graduation first to take off the length and put in this sort of face framing shape. And then you just resection through there, put the fringe into your desired length. I hope that has helped. Let me know in the comments down below if you are going to try it, if you're going to wear it. Do you think the short and wild shag is going to be a big trend for 2024? Shags have been, and wolf cuts and everything have been big trends forever, but hair is going shorter. People have had long hair for long enough now. We'll get it. So they're going shorter. People still want texture. People still want shaggy texture. So the short and wild shag, I can guarantee, is going to be one of those trends that people have. So if you've enjoyed it, let me know in the comments down below. Please subscribe if you are new to the channel. Give the video a thumbs up because it sends it to the stratosphere, to everybody. And comment down below. Let me know what you're going to try. If you want to see another video when I start my salon series, let me know in the comments what you'd love to see first, and what trends you would like to see me do for the salon series. So just want to say thank you much for supporting the channel. To all the new members as well, thank you for clicking the join button. I really appreciate it. We've got our live next Sunday. I did a brief live last week. Last week, Sunday just gone. Our live will be next week, where I'll be launching salon series and some other little bits. So thank you so much, and I'll see you on the next video. Yeah, it's not paused. It's just me. Thanks. See ya.